What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode, part 6, where we just keep on chipping away. One thing that often gets overlooked as being one of the first things that should be done on a project is the windshield wiper assembly. I got this all primed up, I replaced the motor, I greased all the fittings here, and everything is running really smoothly. And this should be installed before anything else. I'm doing it with one hand, so you're gonna have to excuse me a little bit, but the idea is that this thing installs under there, and then the two things poke through here, at which point you use grommets and washers and special nut to get on the fine thread, and it gets installed. All right, so this would have been a 3-second time lapse, but still would have taken about 10 minutes to finally install this into place. I got that guy in, and I got that guy in. There are these grommets. I'll show you the grommets that need to be put in, and then you got a special bolt down in there that needs to get installed. And the reason it's special is because there is a spacer washer on there that needs to be put in to finish the installation. The windshield wiper assembly is now installed, and it's still loose in here. And the reason being is because you need very specific parts to install this windshield wiper assembly correctly, and that includes this grommet that's already been installed. But now it's still kind of loose in there. So now you have this ring that you have to put inside over these threads. Okay? Once that ring gets inside of there, then you have a washer. This is not just any washer. It's kind of like it's flat on the top and it kind of curves underneath on the bottom. And that kind of goes over to encapsulate that rubber grommet. Then you put your slim nut on there, tighten that down. It's pretty wide, but be very careful when you're tightening this because it doesn't need to be tightened too much, just until you start seeing that grommet bulge. Now you know that no water is going to get in there. And then, of course, you're going to have your little 13 millimeter jam nut. The wiper blade is going to go on that. And then, of course, on this side, you're going to have a black cap that goes over the whole thing to make it look nice. All right, so now time to install the gas tank. This is a pretty simple installation. We are still waiting on one hose. This is the one that comes from the fuel filler neck that goes down to here. We need to get a new one of those, so we can install that later on. We also need to install the second fuel tank, which we'll show you later. But this guy is going to be really easy to install, and you know, everything is essentially ready to go. Well, I realize that I can't install the tank for two reasons. First reason being that the line that comes through here, the big guy, snakes through and under here. And when I install that after the fact, I won't be able to pull it from the gas tank because I won't have it. I won't be able to reach it. So this guy actually I need to install before, and I'm waiting on that to come in from FCP Euro, so I can't do that. The second reason is, and more importantly, the jack right here is in the way. I can't even get the fuel tank installed if I wanted to, so I have to rejack the car, move the jack stand, and then reposition it. This right here is the secondary gas tank, and yes, it mounts inside of the trunk against the back seat wall. And this is brand new. This is the fuel filler that goes in here. It kind of screws in. And there's 3 prongs here that also tie into the existing wiring so that you know exactly how much fuel is in here, because this is also part of the fuel level. So it needs to know that you have more fuel than you actually thought you had. So we need to install this. Pretty easy to install on the backside. And this filler neck here goes down to where that guy goes. You can see it's like a Y right there, and the Y goes right through the floor and connects right into there. So let's install it first, and then we can start doing the plumbing. Okay, the second gas tank has been installed and plumbed. This here is the carbon fiber output. Basically, you know, protects the wheel well from all the hoses. And by the way, this neck is different. Not that it has that Y in it for that second tank, but also there's a second outlet right there that needs to go to that fuel tank, which is located right over here. There's that second one. So we have to route that as well to make sure that this thing gets fully integrated like a stock E30. And that's the idea. My customer is so gas crazy that we have one other goodie related to gas that's going to get him, it's going to end up getting installed in this trunk. And I'm kind of just getting it set up here for you as we conclude today's video. Oh, did you hear that? Here we go. Okay. And now this is what we have. Look at this thing, huh? This is a gas tank that mounts in the spare wheel well. This is a OEM BMW E30, or actually it can handle a lot of older models as long as it fits in the tire well. And this thing literally installs kind of like that, and then hit it right down in there and secure it. And that is yet another spare gas tank with the extra gas tank. And of course, we have our normal gas tank. This guy's gonna have like 80 gallons of gas. He's gonna be able to go across country without having to fill up. And having said that, my name is Frank, and I am done for today's video. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Later.